I'll be going through the answers quickly, so make sure your course book is open and in front of you, and please stop and rewind the video as you need to. So, got your book open in front of you? Are your answers in capitals? Want to know why the answers are the answers? Then let's go. For question number 1, I can see why some of you might get confused here. You're looking at a structure which says in massive newspaper and magazine something. And you're thinking, okay, massive is an adjective, fair enough. Newspaper is a noun, magazine is a noun. Only they're not. In this case, newspaper and magazine are acting as adjectivals. In other words, they're being adjectives, which means that we're still looking for our noun. In this case, a plural noun, which is sales, reflected in massive newspaper and magazine sales. For question number 2, as you can see, there's a preposition before the gap, and as I'm sure you're tired of me telling you, when you've got certain prepositions before the gap, you're going to need a noun. Well, here, if we have a look after the gap, we've got our noun, which is a plural noun, amounts, which means this must be an adjective. However, it must be the correct adjective given the context, which means that it has to be the negative form of the adjective, unbelievable. For question number 3, we've got the adjective before the gap, but we don't have the noun that adjective is modifying, which is why we have to put it into this gap. And if we have a look at the stem word, we can see that the noun that we need is determination. Once again, for question 4, we've got an adjective before the gap, but we don't have the noun that adjective is modifying, which means the noun has got to go into this gap. If we have a look at the stem word, we can see it's approve. So we've got 2 possible nouns that we can choose. We can either have approval or disapproval. And if we consider the context here, what we need is the negative form, disapproval. Question number 5. Once again, it's the same pattern. We've got an adjective before the gap. We don't have the noun that adjective is modifying, which is what we need in this gap. So we've got complain as our stem word. So that means that we've got a couple of choices: complaint, complaint, or complaints. And if we have a look before the gap, we can see a number of, which means that this is going to be a plural noun, not a singular. So the answer here is complaints. Question number 6. If you don't know this language pattern, make sure you know it from now. To have a right to plus noun. And that's what we need here. That celebrities don't have no right to any plus noun privacy. Question number 7 is a good test of your language pattern knowledge. We've got a verb here, to take what? What do you take? In this case, you take action against the paparazzi, I think, in this case. Question number 8, easy language pattern to finish off this exercise. We've got the commonly met be plus adjective language pattern. So exactly what we need here. It is doubtful that whether the paparazzi will ever be stopped.